Judgment in the bail application of murder accused Tiffany Meek will be delivered today. Meek is accused of murdering her 11-year-old son, Jayden-Lee, in May. Prosecutors have opposed her release, arguing it would disturb public order. Meek, however, claims she was framed. Scara Mafokoane joins us live then from the Roodepoort Magistrates Court. Then a heavy police presence then anticipated outside of court then today. Then Scara, won't you just give us the lay of the land? And of course, even yesterday in those closing arguments, the state also just saying that actually, well, we believe that the evidence may indeed be circumstantial, but should still be followed anyway.
Indeed, Arabile, and good morning to you and to our viewers. Allow me to step out of short, Arabile, as you see some of those protesters which were expected to arrive outside court. We've seen many buses, dropping them off just now, shortly before court will start, Arabile. So this is the scene outside. The people here are saying they're fighting for justice for 11-year-old Jayden-Lee, who was murdered, and the person who sits in the dock right now at this moment is the mother fighting for her bail application. But let me bring in community activist Arabile Nhlanhla Lux, who's going to join us. Nhlanhla, thank you very much for joining us on Newzroom Afrika channel 404. Tell us why you are here at court today.
We are here because community leaders, NGOs from Soweto, Eldorado Park, organized by Auntie Cheryl and many others who have interest in this case, the young people who are from Eldorado Park, who some of them even couldn't go to school because this is a serious case for them. You know, we are in a time where SAPS, NPA, and many systems that our people entrust, to bring about resolve in cases like these. Young people don't know where to run to. We are here at court hoping that the justice system, hoping that the National Prosecuting Authority will be the mother for the kids in the absence of the mothers, hoping that the young child's voice will be somewhat amplified from the grave, so that we can hear young people speak on behalf of themselves and this one that is gone. We are in a time where hope is on the floor. We don't have hope. We're hoping that the systems will just cleanse itself and just come back and represent people. And we're hoping that the judge will not disappoint us today.
It's a very tough task for her this morning. But tell me what justice means for Jayden-Lee, for the communities that you represent and who are going to be gathered here outside court.
Look, it's tough because there's a big gap between the systems, between the courts and the people. Again, it's an education system problem. As people, we are not taught anything about the law. And we therefore don't reason within the realms of the law. Law has its own language, which shouldn't be. We should be understanding it so that when the systems say that, this woman is going to get bail, it should be understood within reason that bail conditions are that we can prove your address, you're not applied risk, but I can tell you now, that's not how our people reason. We are here packed with serious emotion because a life has been lost, but not allegedly by a stranger, by your own mother that gave birth to you, that carried you for 9 months, that understands the pain it took to deliver you here on earth. And the same person is the one that is being suspected to have killed this young man. So as just ordinary people, it's impossible for us to reason that way. I say to the communities, let us expect the worst. Let's expect this woman to get bail, but let us show high discipline, high morale, and that's why some of us are here to make sure that these young people who have never experienced the system and the challenging part of the system, some of us who were once criminalized for fighting drugs in our societies, but we still stand strong. We're here to take that experience and say to them, expect the worst, and we're going to go back to Eldorado Park with our heads held up high and united so that we can see this case through and trust that the system, for once, will do the right thing.
Just quickly, I'm out of time. The law, according to the state, says she sits in the dock right now fighting for her bail application. State says she committed the murder. Of course, her defense are saying they're refuting all that. It's circumstantial. At this point, she led a march on the 17th of March, with the community. Do you guys feel betrayed by that action?
Look, again, we must be careful not to lead, because as we speak, people are listening at home. If we say that she led a march and then she lied to us, she killed the child, are we now judges? Quickly, are we judging her? But we ought to also be responsible and say that she would have disappointed us if indeed she killed the child. But we're going to allow this gray area to exist so that the law, because tomorrow it's you, my brother, tomorrow it's me. Someone says that I broke into their house, the drug dealer, remember that case? The drug dealer says I broke into the house and stole 350 rands. And I must be criminalized for something that I didn't do. So the law is for all of us. And even in hard times, we need to be patient and make sure that everyone goes through the processes of the law as they should, as you and I should.
Thank you very much, Nhlanhla Lux, community activist who's here to support, they're saying justice for Jayden-Lee, who was murdered last month, in May, rather. These are the scenes, Arabile, outside court as more protesters start arriving outside the Roodepoort Magistrates Court. Arabile.